We cannot be compromised all the time. No. Let's refuse it for once and do something. I want to tell you that I have listened to the arguments, especially for my friend, he has gone, Muyanda. They were basing it on that court order, which was amended. Which means that these people who did the organization of the election, they were not removed in the office. So they were doing it legally. Yes. Up to the end. So we would like to take a decision on this point. Kikuyangisa na bihiri minister walindirire baluwa. Ari commissioner wihala ho baluwa yata wa minister. Washibone. So they take advantage of what is happening on the ground. So the letter goes, 3-4 people follow it, and it doesn't move. Please, let's not mix up issues. I want also to comment on Umagini land. Let's not mix up issues.
The power lies in a General Assembly, and since people have already elected their delegates as of now, these are the people empowered to constitute a General Assembly which will resolve who should be the Umukuka. All the decisions here are made are challengeable because they are not in line with our constitution. It is the General Assembly which is the top authority.
Are you going to court to challenge the decision made?
Yes, we are calling a General Assembly which will proceed with our work.
Are you going to court to challenge the decision?
The worst comes the worst. If they will force us out, then we even can go to court. Already we have legal what? Right. They cannot tell us that the court amended judgment.
Have an agenda. And my worry was, if we didn't make a decision, I was seeing leadership without an agenda. Sure. I am happy that you have a brain who has an agenda on his brain. And many of us, including me, we're going to support you. Honorable Minister, I want to thank you for the patience of the language you have been using. Even the other time when you came, some of us were outside, were told even people wanted to throw a stone or a spear at you. But a patient as a mother, we want to thank you for your patience. There is some document which was circulated, the insights, the language they were using to you. A minister, you can't use that. Some of us who are diplomats, for a shame, the name of Masab
says, any conflict or dispute within the traditional or cultural institution or within the community shall be handled by a council of elders or clan leaders or a representative body chosen and approved by the community in accordance with the traditions, the customs, and norms of dispute or conflict resolution pertaining to that community. That is 16.1. Section 16.2 says, where the community fails to resolve the conflict or dispute in accordance with subsection 1, the matter shall be referred to the courts. Section 16.3 says, for the avoidance of doubt, the conflict or dispute referred to in subsection 1 is a conflict or dispute relating to A, whether or not a community shall have a traditional or cultural leader.
To follow the procedure for the election of the Umukuka 3.
Yes.
To me, that is a good process where we can begin from. So now, because Webond, even if you did not attend, at least the role of a secretary was done by somebody to represent him.
But there should speak in that presentation. For me, I don't speak when someone is talking.
It's okay.
But
It's okay. At least we listen to you. We are also listening to him. I want to begin from.
We are going to follow the law. The law is the Constitution of Uganda. The law is the Leaders Act 2011. The law is the Inzu Masab Constitution. And that election of Umukuka follows procedure. Basically, that is me. That meeting there, where it has the minister, she has her authority, but that congregation does not make a final decision of who becomes Umukuka. I think you saw that it is mostly government trying to make a decision through the LOCs, through the RDCs. You also saw that our side, was not given a chance. We could not even speak. All the information, whatever they're talking about, we have been giving the ministry. So they didn't even, how do you call for a meeting in 24 hours? Not disagree, we should not be taken to have disagreed with the minister, but we want to follow the principle. Yeah. That the first Umukuka was elected, the second Umukuka was elected, the third Umukuka should be elected, and actually was elected.
By all of us.
Are we continuing to see these disagreements continuing in the institution?
I don't want to be authoritative, but where we ended is where we should begin from.
We even gave people time to consult. They would leave us here seated, go under the trees somewhere, consult, call people to consult, and they could come back and we resolve it. And this is what we resolved, the biggest resolution we had. That they must call an urgent General Assembly with immediate effect to resolve on what we have agreed on in that meeting. And we said all other recommendations and the resolutions made outside the provisions of the law must not be followed. And we included one of the advice of the Solicitor General, the Rule Minister of Gender. We accepted that one. We also accepted that those who intended to impeach Umukuka must stop.
They are actually saying that as far as they are concerned, the first procedure which was followed by the traditional Inzu Masab was right. And they did it up to the end. They did it up to the end. And they have minutes on all stages. Therefore, we agreed that, to be honest, let's be firm and take up the Reverend's decision that we go with Mheshimiwa Mudoma.
I read, but remember that out of the 40, others had actually defected to the side of Mr. Wekoni. The quorum goes like this.
Masaba,